I'm David Sheldon. I'm a painter and sculptor based in Asheville, North Carolina. I'm really happy to be here in Bisbee and thrilled to have done this project for the Artemisia Foundation. I had been posting my work on Instagram for a few years now, and was thrilled to be contacted by Sloan of Artemisia after he saw my work that I had done. I have a number of works I call the Skywork series, which I've been doing for about 5 or 6 years. So I'm one of those artists that got started the minute I started picking up a pencil or crayon and went to work. And apparently there's stories as a really young little tyke who just loved putting things together. There's always been this creative force in me that wants to make things. And I've been doing the metal sculpture now for about going on 10 years, but I had been doing different types of sculpture up until then. When I started with the metal work, I immediately kind of went back to my default heroes, which are sort of the pioneers of metalwork were David Smith and Anthony Caro, Beverly Pepper. Some of these first generation abstract expressionist artists that were working in sculpture were really my heroes from a really early age, and so I feel like I'm kind of continuing that conversation that these started. What's nice about this particular project for Artemisia and what Sloan was able to provide me with was our first time working large scale with stainless steel, which gives me a completely another approach where I'm reflecting off the sky, spatial light, and that kind of thing. So it's opening up a whole new exploration for me in terms of form and space and how that works with light and reflection. So really thrilled to get that opportunity with this project. For me, the idea of spirituality as an artist, for me, spirituality is reality. Like my problem is not spirituality so much as it is connecting to reality, to being here present now. And when I am really vitally here present, fully conscious, there's a kind of another kind of feeling that comes over, what I called before, that transcendental feeling of being really in this space, alive, and the wonder and the awe enters at that moment. I'm trying to transfer my creativity into this object. The most powerful objects I've ever encountered have opened up that awe and wonder in me, and a feeling of being consciously here, present. So that's what I'm trying to do with my sculpture. So specifically, Sloan had this idea of 2 sentinels on either side of the entranceway to the new building, and that really intrigued me. And the idea of going figurative with them was really sort of an exciting premise, So immediately my subconscious got to work with that. And what was interesting, because my subconscious came up with the defender pose, and then it also came up with the idea of a welcoming pose, almost in a way describing the 2 relevant positions right now in the U.S. in regards to our border, So it was interesting that I didn't kind of like consciously think of that, but my subconscious, let's have a defender and let's have a welcomer, and so the 2 of them play off of each other in that way. And I like the idea again of figurative element. For me was an interesting thing, and I think that's going to carry on, and I'm going to do some more figurative work after these 2, which I find very exciting. So on the way from Asheville to Bisbee, we stopped into Houston at the Museum of Fine Arts, and I had this amazing encounter with the David Smith sculpture, one of my heroes, a sentinel of all things. And you don't often get these direct messages from the universe that you're on the right path. Just be true to yourself and look for what inspires you, and that should keep you going. You know, don't get discouraged, and keep working. I'm just really so grateful to be here in Bisbee and to have installed these two sculptures for the Art and Museum Foundation. Please be sure to come by and check out the foundation and all the amazing artists and artwork that's here.